Got this 1999 Chevrolet Tahoe. Got it for 800 bucks. Obviously, I put some headlights in it. Got some taillights on it and some exhaust on. It is the LT. It's not fully loaded. Has leather seats, no heated seats. Just got a blowout, but just fix it. It's dirty on the inside. There's a cluster, got some blue lights in there. And over there. So yeah, the seats are pretty dirty and nasty looking. It's got a little cracks right there. Dash is perfect, I guess. I don't know. It's not cracked. It's not Dodge. Obviously, you gotta have your trees. Comes with trailer package on it. Comes with steps. Don't know what that means. Grandpa, I guess. It's got rear AC control and doesn't have the heat. It's got the mirror that you get all the, I don't know, your compass and temperature outside. Factory head unit. Of course, the AC don't work because it's a 23-year-old truck. Its handle's already been replaced down with the blue one. Switches work. The mirrors actually work. It's got the rear speakers, which I'm sure they all come with the rear speakers, but get LEDs all the way around. I added those two strips back there because it's a Chevy and you're always going to be working on it. Comes with the barn doors. She's pretty clean on the outside. Pretty clean for the age. Door actually closes. Doesn't line up though. But got a little hole right there. Front fender's fine. Rear corner panel's fine. Got a little accident down there. Of course, your barn door is always going to be rotted out on these things. Yeah, dual exhaust. This side kind of got a hole in the door, but the rockers are fine, fenders are fine. Hood could be replaced on. I think it's falling open at some point because you got a little dent over there and over there. But it's a Chevy. Originally had a 350 Vortec in it, but that blew up because of being a Chevy. So the only thing I had laying around was a 305. So she's got a 305 in it now. She's got the old AC delete. I've replaced brake lines multiple times on this thing. Keep your tools there because you're always going to be working on it. It's got a junkyard MAF sensor in there. The frame's pretty clean. That's from, yeah, don't ask. So, that's just rust from whatever. There's some shiny spots down there, but she ain't rotted out. The wheel wells are still there. Nothing's rotted out in the front. The frame's solid. Show you the frame. Frame's pretty solid. Tires are junk. Pretty sure they date back into 2011. 08 of 11, so yeah. Tires are junk. Get underneath here. Rockers are still there. Can't even see them. Oh yeah, there we go. Rockers are still there. Frame's pretty minty. See exhaust right there. So the transfer case has been replaced on it because that blew up. You guys know, those the Auto drives, you know what I'm talking about. Those transfer cases don't last long. So it's got a new transfer case. Transmission's been replaced and built because this used to be used for pulling heavy stuff, which is weird because it's a Tahoe. You don't pull stuff with them. But yeah, oil pressure gauge don't work. Fuel gauge don't work. Typical Chevy stuff. That's all electrical taped up because when I first bought it, it didn't run and the transfer case was blown up in it. So the reason why it wasn't running was because of security, which I didn't realize that at the point. So I'm sitting here trying to get it running and it's just pouring gas down into the oil and blah, blah, blah. And long story short, when you have gas in the oil, it kind of, you know, spins the bearings. So that blew the engine up. So I threw the 305 in there, which I don't know why everyone hates 305s. I don't feel a power difference. I mean, unless you're pulling like a trailer, maybe you'd know a difference. But honestly, the 305 feels like it has the same amount of power. I get better gas mileage with the 350 that was in it. I was getting about 12 miles per gallon with the 305 and getting about 15, 16 miles per gallon. And that's not being easy on it either. I mean, I could understand, you know, the carbureted 305s maybe make a lot less power than the carbureted 350s. But when you're talking electronic fuel injection, I don't really feel a difference, to be 100% honest. Sounds a little different with the exhaust pipes, a little more snappy sounding with the 305 than it was with 350, but I also only got 2¼ inch dual exhaust on this. True dual, straight pipe, but I don't really know if you consider it straight pipe because one cat's blown out and the other one's still there, so I don't know. Of course, the new transfer case I put in is already nasty and it's leaking out of that seal, which was surprising. I pulled out of a junkyard. It was a low mileage. You can see the crappy exhaust work done on this. It's true dual, all the way out back, 2¼ inch. You can see it leaking out of right there. You can see it leaking out of there. It leaks out back there. So I was gonna take it to muffler man. But I don't even know what I'm talking about the cats. Get your normal one. That one sounds hollow. Got a new encoder motor on it because I made the mistake of taking it off to see if it works. Took it off and was powering the motor up off it on a separate battery and it lost where it was at. So had to buy a new one because unless you want to reprogram those, which I have no clue how to, I just ended up buying another $200 some one for it. So when you want 4-wheel drive, it's now. If you're wondering why I put a 305 in it, is because this was what I had laying around and I didn't feel like buying a brand new engine. Well, not yet. I have plans for it, just not right now with these gas prices. I was thinking about putting a 6-inch lift kit on it in 33s, but the prices for rough country's lifts went up to $1,200 now. Apparently for these Tahoes, you have to buy you have to buy something else for the torsion bars, like a bracket kit, and you have to buy a different drive shaft. Obviously, on all trucks you have to redo the exhaust on the driver's side wide pipe, whatever you want to call that, down pipe. But we got LEDs in this thing in the front. They're not bad. I like these headlights. They're a lot better than factory ones, obviously. But window tint I'm going to do on here soon. The exhaust I'm probably going to end up redoing. I think I'm going to go with 2.5 and put a couple mufflers on there. It's not loud, it actually sounds good, but on camera it sounds clappy and it's actually really rumbly something. It's actually got more of a crackle than snapple. A lot of people say they really snappy, but this pipe's a louder pipe. This one still has the cat in it. Not sure if it's healthy to run it like that, but you know, it's a Chevy. Barn doors don't line up because they've been slammed a few times, and when you open them up, they kind of wobble. Brakes work when they want to. So far, the stuff I've done on it was brake lines for both fronts, The middle section was already done on this. I put a transfer case in it, control module, or encoder motor, what do you want to call it. Put a 4x4 switch in it because I thought that was the original issue. Got a transmission and engine put in it. Well, I put them in there. I also have done, what else? I don't remember. Too many stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Put headlights in it, LEDs. Which I don't really like the LEDs. I mean, they're bright, but they're just obnoxious, I guess. I'll just put a brake caliper on it because this thing sat for about 7 years, I believe. Since like 2011, somewhere around there, 13, when it was parked. And I also have put put a radiator in it because it's a Chevy and the radiators don't last in these things, they crack. But it's got all the normal Chevy stuff that it needs. Surprisingly enough, it has factory ball joints on it and idle arm, pitman arm, all that stuff, tie rods. And there ain't no play in it either, which is surprising. But it is a Chevy. I will be putting some exhaust videos on of like a normal takeoff, a harder takeoff, and then full throttle, which I already did that, but what I was holding my phone up with was with tape, and the tape got in the way of the camera, but I'm going to put it up anyways, so get exhaust sound at least. But yeah, let me know what y'all would like to see done to this thing. I want to do the stuff I want to do anyways, but yep, that'll do it.